Hi, this is Arthur Carmazzi, best-selling author, currently ranked as one of the world's top 10 thought leaders in organizational culture and leadership. And today, welcome to Where's Your Brain? Today we're going to be talking about speed. Speed of processing, and specifically in this case, we're going to be talking about one of the genes that basically deals with speed of processing, the CADM2 gene, which affects speed of processing, and for that matter, well, more how to adhese and connect and transport stuff within the cingulate cortex. Now, the CADM2 gene is responsible for speed. Now, we talked about speed briefly in some of the other videos, but today I want to kind of clarify what all this means, okay? So, first of all, speed of processing is not what you may think. You may think, oh, if my brain is faster, well, that's always good. Well, yes, it is good, but slower speeds is not bad either. So let me just kind of give you a perspective of what speed of processing actually does. Let's say that you just bought a brand new Ferrari and it's super cool, it's red. And so you're driving down the freeway and you are hitting 200 miles per hour. Okay, now as you're going for 200 miles per hour, are you looking at the scenery going by behind you? Or are you basically just focusing on the road and getting that like one thing? Okay? See, speed, on the other hand, of let's say you've got a Mercedes, and it's a family van Mercedes. Now, it can go fast, but let's just say you're doing about 45 miles per hour down the freeway. It's not a fast freeway, it's just a regular freeway. And meanwhile, you can see all the little details of the scenery and everything else that's kind of going on around you. So, see, speed of processing affects the amount of detail and structure that you use, or that basically happens when you are interpreting information and the world around you. So yes, while speed can definitely help you to think of things, it's much more in the abstract side. Okay? And speed of processing is also much better for multitasking. Okay? But it's not necessarily going to be very good for structure or for details. So you might think that, hey, I want to be a faster person. Well, that could be good, but at the same time, you're giving up one portion of that. So, within the cingulate cortex, let's just kind of look at more or less how this happens. See, imagine that you've got a big magnet, all right? And then you got a screw over here. And with this big magnet, you let go of the screw, it goes ding, right? And it does it very fast. So, the CADM2 gene basically deals with how things connect to each other, how fast the adhesion of the various molecules, specifically GABA, which is an inhibiting neurotransmitter. Inhibiting basically means it stops things from happening. It also helps you to go to sleep and things like that. And glutamate, which is an excitatory neurotransmitter, which basically makes you notice things and does all these other kind of things that makes you kind of more awake and active. Okay? Now, in this particular case, because in some of the other videos we've talked about the different neurotransmitters and the amounts, it doesn't matter how much glutamate or how much GABA you have in this particular case, because the CADM2 gene is about how quickly those neurotransmitters are connected and transported around the brain, starting with the cingulate cortex, which we know is kind of connected to a whole bunch of other stuff. So, in the next video, I have a very special guest that I am going to be interviewing, a neuroscientist that happened to come over here to Avalon, and her husband, who is like this brain wizard guy. And so stay tuned for the next Where's Your Brain? This is Arthur Carmazzi, wishing you great success.